1 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The third round of talks between Pakistan and India on the Kartarpur corridor is being held at Atari today. The foreign minister says Pakistan will continue to strive for the rights of people of occupied Kashmir through every possible diplomatic avenue. Britain says human rights violations in occupied Kashmir after India's action to revoke the special status of the held territory must be promptly and transparently investigated. In occupied Kashmir, a student was martyred during anti-India demonstrations in Srinagar today. China has warned the United States to stop interference in its internal affairs. And now the news in detail. The third round of talks between Pakistan and India on the Kartarpur corridor is being held at Atari today. The Foreign Office spokesperson, Dr. Mohammad Faisal, will lead the Pakistan delegation. Talking to the media persons before talks, Dr. Mohammad Faisal said Pakistan hopes for an expedited progress in this round of talks to finalize the agreement on Kartarpur. The spokesperson said Pakistan is committed to open the Kartarpur corridor on the 550th birth anniversary of Baba Guru Nanak. He said Pakistan has completed 90% work on the corridor. The Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi says the unfolding humanitarian crisis in occupied Kashmir has caught the world's attention, and each day under curfew is marking the deepening of a terrible humanitarian crisis. In a tweet today, he said Pakistan will continue to keep the world informed as we continue to strive to fight for the rights of the people of Kashmir through every possible diplomatic avenue. The foreign minister said we have been reaching out to 2 to 4 foreign ministers every day to keep the world updated about the daily atrocities and worsening conditions in Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The Saudi Minister of State for Foreign Affairs Adel bin Ahmed Al Jubair and the United Arab Emirates Foreign Minister Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan are arriving in Islamabad today to discuss with the Pakistan leadership the critical situation arising out of India's illegal and unilateral actions in occupied Kashmir. During their stay, they will hold meetings with the Prime Minister Imran Khan, Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi, and the Army Chief, General Qamar Javed Bajwa. According to Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi, foreign ministers of China and Afghanistan will also visit Pakistan soon. The Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Information and Broadcasting, Dr. Firdaus Ashik Awan, has said the civilized world should stand by the oppressed Kashmiri people and demonstrate the respect for humanity. In a series of tweets today, she said independence of Kashmiris from the cruel clutches of India is a writing on the wall. She said the most powerful and strong voice for the rights of the oppressed Kashmiri people in 7 decades has been raised by Prime Minister Imran Khan, who is challenging the Indian oppression and tyranny. Britain says human rights violations in occupied Kashmir after India's action to revoke the special status of the territory must be thoroughly, promptly, and transparently investigated. The British Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab, addressing in the House of Commons, said all and any allegations of human rights violations are deeply concerning. The British Foreign Secretary stressed that the human rights concerns made Kashmir an international issue. He said the issue of human rights is not just a bilateral issue for India or Pakistan or an internal issue, but it is an international issue. He said we expect that internationally recognized human rights be complied with and respected. In occupied Kashmir, a student was martyred during anti-India demonstrations in Srinagar today. The student was injured in the pellet firing by the Indian troops on demonstrators in Sora area of Srinagar. He was shifted to the hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. 6 terrorists, including a woman, were killed in an operation launched by the Counter-Terrorism Department against terrorists at a compound near Eastern Bypass in Quetta today. A spokesman of the Counter-Terrorism Department told our Radio Pakistan correspondent in Quetta, Aftab Shirazi, that 4 CTD personnel were also injured in the operation. China has warned the United States to stop interference in its internal affairs. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Sheng Shuang made the remarks at a press briefing in response to a question regarding American Secretary of State Mike Pompeo's recent comments over China's Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. Former Test cricketer Misbah-ul Haq has been appointed as the new head coach and chief selector of the Pakistan cricket team, while Waqar Yunus will be the team's bowling coach. This was announced by the chairman of Pakistan Cricket Board, Ehsan Mani, in Lahore today. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link, facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.